Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Alicia or Miss Misery here, and I am your pastel manic pixie girl. I am in beautiful Southern California. I am now an official Masters 2 grappler and an aspiring bodybuilder. Come along with me to my very first women's only seminar. You'll see the opening morning yoga session as well as clips from the gi demonstration and technique, as well as some rolling. I did not participate in live sparring as I had just broken my toe the week prior and I was leaving to go out of state the following morning. I'm about to recognize I make a poor vocabulary choice of words while I'm editing this, so I'm going to specify right now. As we enter the technique, our legs go around the other person's legs after the collar drag. The collar drag is the lapel of the gi. That's what I mean by collar. And drag means you pull them down as you're stepping in to put your own legs around their legs. So I referred to this as a leg entanglement. This isn't actually the correct vocabulary, but you almost sit down into an S mount around those legs. And that was the easiest way for me to describe this to a person who doesn't do jujitsu. For the first part of the technique we went over, I did not have the light bulb moment to think to record. So we are now looking at the second portion of the technique. In theory, the first part of the technique was we did a collar drag to a leg entanglement to a single leg takedown. Now, I just want to remind you all, I am a blue belt. I'm a baby blue belt, and I'm 1 year into my blue belt. I got my blue belt within 2 years, which is the average. But as a certain purple panda boy would like to say, I only got my belt in 2 years because I go to a club and not an academy, which if I were a violent woman, those would be fighting words. I clearly am a lover, not a fighter. But besides the point, the other common joke is once you become a blue belt, you now get to teach white belts the technique wrong by 90% instead of 100, or the blind leading the blind. So I'm going to break down what I interpret the technique to be. Now, was that really what I was seeing? Was that really what we were learning? I don't know. I can only go off of my knowledge base. At the beginning of this clip, you could see that I asked one of the upper belts for help because I was lacking the core fundamental of the concept of when we were switching from that De La Riva into the single X to get to that X guard to kind of reset the position. I wasn't understanding the transition between the two. So this is the secondary part. As if you went for that collar drag, and then if the opponent pushed in on you, instead of your ability to get up explosively and go for that single leg, they push into you. And so you're supposed to go into what's called single leg X, to then go into X guard, where then you're going to sit up, switch legs, do a stand up, and take your partner down, resulting you being in this over under position with you on top, your opponent now on the bottom. Right here, you can see me breaking this down as I'm understanding it to Janelle after the upper belt helped me. And you can see this is a much clearer transition from start to finish. Here I'm showing Janelle a warm-up we do at the 6 a.m. class that really helps my muscle memory of how to get into X guard. For the final sequence of the technique from the gi portion, we could end with either a knee bar or do a pommel leg pass to side control. Now, you can learn knee bars at every level, but there is a hierarchy of submissions, and each hierarchy allows different sets of submissions for different ranks. So white belts, blue belts can't use certain submissions during competitions. That doesn't mean you shouldn't learn them. Knee bars freak me out, and I rarely end up seeing them in class, maybe 4 times a year. So I am struggling here. I feel like I do the pommel leg pass superior than the knee bar. Both look awkward to me watching back, but hey, that's why you keep practicing. The only clip I have of myself doing the knee bar is super close to the camera, so I didn't find that was viable. So I am happy that we have this great example of the upper belts that were helping us out demonstrate the technique with the knee bar and then the leg pummel.
So these are all the black belts we have here at the camp, and I just wanted to highlight that we have women from all ranks. We have tons of white belts, tons of blue belts, handfuls of purples, browns, and how often do you get a chance to hang out or roll with this many female black belts?
That's it. I live it, breathe it. I will do it for any excuse, at work, at home, with friends. We used to do Friday night rolls in the garage with a bunch of our friends who all train at different schools. I've been friends with Becky for a lot of years. We met through Jiu-Jitsu. I work with her husband, so that's it. Just happy to be here. It's amazing to see this many women of every size to be able to train with. So welcome the new ones. Hopefully you stay. We've seen them come and go, but it's awesome to see this many and the sport growing this big. So thank you for having us.
My name is Mariana Gil. I'm a first degree Leticia black belt. I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico, and I've been here living in California 5 years. I've been training 13 years. I'm very grateful and honored for the opportunity. Thank you, and grateful for you all come today and a real time of your day with me, and I hope you like today's technique. I look forward to keep seeing you in the Jiu-Jitsu scene and make new friends today.
I'm Erin. I train at Checkmat Upland. I've been training for just about 8 years, and I'm a brand new black belt, so this is exciting to be up here. Just to echo what was already said, it's so great to see you all and to see women of all sizes training. I know when I started, I was usually just training in a room full of dudes, and that still happens, and it's okay. But it's so much better when we have women to train with, so this is exciting. I'm so happy you're all here.
My name is Paige Yvette. I've been training for about 9 years now, and I started doing no-gi. So I first started at a 10th Planet school, and I loved no-gi. I repped no-gi till I died. But then after we broke up, my husband and I, we moved and we switched to Keenan's gym after he opened up his own gym. And so I'd been there for 5 years, fell in love with it, with the gi especially, because I wanted to try something new. And what I realized over the course of my jiu-jitsu journey was that gi and no gi are very, very similar, just the grips are different. So if you get kind of weird about being in the gi or vice versa, just play your game, and it's not really that much different. That's what I'm going to show today when I go over some of my techniques. But yeah, and I want to also say this too. I can talk a lot, and I know I need to not, but when you're on the mat, if you want more girls to train with you, you gotta be the one that is inviting. If you want people to invite you, you gotta be the one to invite. So that's why these groups are very, very important, because we're all ready to train with each other and we're inviting one another. But if you're ever on the mat and there's only one other girl, you guys gotta link up. Because the more of us that are connected, the more that we're gonna build together.
I'm Azima. I'm originally from Singapore, but now I live here in San Diego. I've been training Jiu-Jitsu for 10-ish years. I started out as a white belt in a GF gym in Singapore under Professor Isillo, and then I moved to Thailand a couple years later, and I trained under the counselor in Gracie lineage. And then now I'm here training at Victory. I am leading the women's program over at Victory and me, so if anyone wants to come and visit, come say hello, I'll let you know again. It's a good time usually. Yeah, I love Jiu-Jitsu. This is the longest running thing that I've stuck with
for a very long time. Made so many friends along the way, but the biggest thing that kept me here was just kind of my own personal like growth through the process. I've never seen myself as like aggressive or whatever. I've always, my nervous system always like went to collapse when it comes to like aggression. So that's why I stick with it, right? Like I see myself growing from what belt to now, it's just night and day on the mats and outside of the mats. And that's why I continue to show up and give service in this way, because I see myself in a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys inspire me, so it keeps me going, you know? Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share some mindful movement, cool down, connecting with your body towards the end to close out. I love sharing that kind of work, and I think that is an important element in Jiu-Jitsu that we get to connect with, especially, you know, that is our superpower as women, right? Our sensitivity, our ability to feel into our bodies, and we get to leverage that next.
All right, we are gonna do the rock boom.
Ooh.
Okay, so you guys don't have to do this, you can do whatever you want. So first up, we have a $50 gift card from Guide. Allison Mata.
Woo!
All right. Next up, we have it is called a stink bag. So these bags are made to hold your wet, gross, dirty gear. This is how these are made by a beautiful girl up in Vancouver, where I'm from, Sweaty Wolves Club. So check them out. Oh yeah. All right, next up we have a membership to BJJ Mental Models. This one is so special to me. I've been using their website and their services since a white belt. And if you don't know them, they're also Canadian. I'm Canadian. In case you and they focus a lot on like the conceptual side of learning Jiu-Jitsu, and I find it so helpful. So yeah, a 3-month membership there.
Jennifer Penna.
Okay, next up, we have a free physical therapy evaluation with one of my training partners, Johnny. He is a PT, he's excellent, he's worked with some people in this room already. It is Motion Lab Physical Therapy.
Sarah Hester.
That's so perfect. All right, next we have a rack guard from the Mighty Days. It is a size 2XL, so if whoever gets this, that's not your size, you can always like swap around, trade with friends, whatever.
Marcella Vilma.
Okay, next we have a Meluso skincare bundle. Yes. So I don't know how we're gonna, if you want to train with someone who gets fair range.
Kelsey, you want to see it?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And another ranked hair tie, since we have all the colors. The next one we have is from a female-owned business called Collar Tie. She makes dog leashes out of belts. And they're great.
Oh,
Wow.
I actually have one.
Do you have one?
Yes, I do. Ashley Monk.
Okay, so sir, and she'll give you the coach review. One more. This is a 12-week elite conditioning program from Rachel Kenny, which I believe you have worked with before.
I want to win this one. She only does my nutrition, but have you seen her
She
train?
is jacked
She's all muscle.
and gorgeous and really empathetic when it comes to training. So whoever gets this, you're super lucky.
Kale.
Kyle McCurry? Is that what it is?
Yes, Kyle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for the raffles. For the morning session, I'll do more in the afternoon. No tired sense as well. So the mats are open. Massage has arrived. As soon as they're here, food is coming. They'll set up outside. Yes.
The people who just drew and one that are going to be here later, should they put a new thing in there so they're re-eligible? Or?
You get what you get.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. So she's out. She got one of that one. Sorry, ladies. I don't want to be mean. Yeah, right? I don't know. It's a team. You're in charge.
I think one is good.
Sorry, Joe.
All right, let's train.
Woo! So being an affiliate, I get a little percentage of every purchase made with my code. My code is MISSMYZAREE. BJJ makes these cute little scrunchies. This is a full size, but she also makes them in minis, and they are ranked Jiu-Jitsu gear for your Jiu-Jitsu bestie, or maybe your Jiu-Jitsu wife, whatever you got going on. So you're doing Jiu-Jitsu. Calmy BJJ had put on their Instagram story that they were looking for collaborators, and I have been rocking her stuff since I was a one stripe white belt. Not very impressive. I'm only a blue belt now, but I absolutely feel so cute and confident with these. She also makes ranked scarves, which I got one of the ranked scarves for our black belt women's class teacher. She also makes these cute little stickers. How cute is this little sneak? And she always includes a handwritten thank you note in all of her orders, which, you know, really is that extra touch. So if you are looking for a gift for your Jiu-Jitsu bestie or your teammate, and you're like, all my teammates are bros,
don't worry, she also makes headbands. So head over to her website. I will link it down below, and don't forget to use my code MISSMYZAREE to save yourself 10%. Hello friends, I am home from the Bodied Jiu-Jitsu women's only seminar. I bought the day pass, which allowed me access to the gi and no gi session. The version of me who registered for those and the version of me that exists today were two different people. I'm going to be going to bed shortly because I have a flight in the morning, but I wanted to share with you the cute little stickers I got from the seminar, as well as the swag bag. So these are up front and you can grab as many as you want. I took 3. I don't know why this one is giving B stars to me, but it is. White belt tears. And then, so this was a swag bag. There was also a raffle. There's a raffle in the morning and in the evening. I obviously only stayed for the morning raffle, and in that was ranked hair ties from Cami BJJ. I am an ambassador with Cami BJJ. Use code MISSMYZAREE. All that information will be down below, and you probably somewhere in this footage got the ads spliced in, so I'm not going to reiterate on that too much. So that was really cool, but on the bag is basically all the vendors and sponsors that appeared at the event. And then here's the artwork. Super neat. They had raffle prizes from trainers, from physical therapists. But yeah, so the artwork is super cool. It is a nice canvas tote, and then inside is the swag, and I haven't looked at what's in here, so we're experiencing it for the first time together. There's definitely something with essential oils in here because I can smell it. It smells delicious. Okay, so first lineup is Defense Citrus Soap. I haven't used their citrus. Ooh, it smells really nice. Super nice. I can't remember if I have a bar of this in my travel bag or not, but I think we know where that's going. We got an advertisement through the gym that hosted. So that's Third Space Jiu-Jitsu in Brea. Right on the other side is Inversion, which is the studio I take pole dance at. So if you're looking for another way to hit your fitness goals, I would suggest trying out some type of dance. So this is basically telling you about gear, essentials, membership information. We have a Built bar. These are like candy bars. I can't buy these anymore because I hinge eat them in the evenings. Usually, like if I'm not sleeping, I'll get up and I'll just be like, oh, I need a little sweet treat. And then that sweet treat ends up being like the entire box. So I don't buy those anymore. They're very good. Here is the name of the seminar, Bodied. This is Grappler's Recovery Ball, grass-fed tallow, beeswax, shea butter, olive oil, magnesium oil, alcohol essential oils, which is lavender, cedarwood, sweet orange. These should all be good essential oils that you don't have to worry about if you also have pets. They did ask what rank you were when you checked in. I am a blue belt, and look at that. Cute little blue belt keychain. I want to say it's rose quartz. Ruby. I'm gonna totally butcher this name of this crystal. And it comes with a mantra of sorts. I awaken your passion and renew your spirit. Hold me close and I will ignite vitality, heal the heart, and reconnect you to your joy and purpose. With me, your energy feels alive, balanced, and inspired. Oh, I think that's the intention of this gem. And then this is a holistic therapy center. We struggling. Okay, we have Grapple Graphics. Enjoy your new decal, ranked belt decals, BJJ decals, and more. And so I have a blue belt. It looks like an I Heart Jiu-Jitsu. And what is this other little guy? Oh, stripes for your belts. That is super cute. Third Space Jiu-Jitsu sticker. Body defense wipe. I carry these always in my Jiu-Jitsu bag. Love them. Here is our Bodied Jiu-Jitsu sticker. Amplify Hydration, Potassium and Magnesium. Contains essential electrolytes, supports cellular hydration, activates muscle performance, perfect for heat, travel, and sports. There is 5 calories, 3 carbs per piece, and it is watermelon lime flavored. Because you always need finger tape. Let me tell you. So that is super useful, very thoughtful. Then we have a thank you note. Thank you for being part of the first Bodied Jiu-Jitsu's women's camp. I'm grateful for your support to make this dream a reality. Also, there's a cute little kitty on there if you guys missed them. Oh, and it did have my name and rank. I swear I saw that earlier, but then when I grabbed the bag, I was like, I don't see it anymore. And then this is a pretty badass sticker. I'd love to put these on my blazer, but my blazer needs a fuel pump. I bought one. We might watch me install it, who knows? But yeah, I just didn't get around to putting it on Jits Baby. That is my blazer's name. So, and then this is information about the Grappler's Recovery Balm, muscle aches, joint pain, restless legs, cramps, headaches, and tension. Warm a small amount between your fingers and massage into the problem areas. Use post-training or nightly to support deep recovery. Helps ease post-training soreness. Supports muscle relaxation. Great for overworked grips, forearms, calves, neck, and back. From Earthy Mama's Apothecary. So yeah, that's everything that was in the swag bag. How thoughtful was that? I love that all the sponsors were on there. How nice. Oh, there's a little pup down here. Little pup. I'm a cat and dog mom, so I love both. All right, friends, thanks so much for hanging out with me and coming with me to the seminar. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Come join us on the mats and try out Jiu-Jitsu if you don't already train. So, bye! If you thought we were getting away with just one ad, you are wrong. If you haven't read my bio, you might not know, but I am a small business owner myself. I actually train people on how to train their dogs here in Southern California. I am a pretty active dog walker and do dog walking within a 7-mile radius of Whittier, La Habra, and Cerritos. So if you're looking for dog walking services or pet sitting in your home, please let me know. I take care of cats, dogs, small animals, including snakes and hamsters. So even if you have a unique species of companion, you can feel free to hit me up. I also do print on demand items for my small business, including prints like this. This is my client Pimp. I have cute little artworks of my clients that are recreated into pop culture icons, and you can purchase those also through my website. And I do make handmade items like dog bows, over the collar bandanas. So feel free to check out my links down below to support me directly. I don't make much money from print on demand, but it's so cool seeing my designs out walking around in the world. I have a few of my prints on rash guards, including "I work hard so my dog can choose violence." If you're a working breed owner, you probably can relate. Alright friends, if you're looking for something a little spicy after dark, I also have a not safe for work website where I feature kawaii characters created and inspired by some of my favorite animes in suggestive situations. So feel free to check that out. I have another channel dedicated to a little bit of that culture, so I will link that down below as well, so you can get to know all edges of my personality. Alright friends, I will check you in the next clip. Bye!
If you have made it to this part of the video, please leave a boxing glove emoji in the comments below. Please like this video if you liked it. If not, let me know why. If you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and go ahead and hit that button to turn on notifications.
Thank you so much for hanging out and watching this video. Feel free to check out our Patreon. You get early access to vlogs, as well as get your name seen at the end of our YouTube videos. Not sure what other perks will happen in the future, but you never know. Bye! If they aren't available now, check to see if we have memberships available for your support, and if not, you can visit us on Patreon.